to today's broadcast of the Niger Ombudsman. And I want to say thank you once again for your support of the channel by watching the various videos I've posted so far. And I continue to count on you for the growth of this channel, because it's when you watch that is part of the encouragement that I have to continue to post content. Today, I'm focusing on the Afenifere and Peter Obi and Tinubu saga. You know that Afenifere has been very much in the news recently, and that has been because of the fact that there seems to have been two factions now emerging because of the endorsement of Tinubu and Peter Obi respectively. Pa Fasoranti, who is the leader emeritus of Afenifere, who had retired because of age, had recently prayed for Bola Ahmed Tinubu at his residence. But before that, we also saw that Pa Adebanjo, who is the acting leader of Afenifere, who had in his own capacity endorsed Peter Obi as the preferred candidate of Afenifere. And this endorsement of Peter Obi did not go well with those who are sympathizers of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because according to them, Peter Obi was never in the radar of Afenifere, because, like you know, Afenifere is a political group meant to push the interest of the Yoruba people. And Afenifere is an offshoot. If you trace the history of Afenifere, it goes back to the Action Group, and which is also linked to ACN, who also has some connection to APC. And so that is why you see that many of the leaders in Afenifere are APC members. And so because of that, they have the interest of Bola Ahmed Tinubu at heart. But for Pa Adebanjo, his endorsement of Peter Obi was based on the fact that he wanted equity, he wanted fairness, and he wanted justice. He saw that the Igbo people had been marginalized over the years. But that endorsement stirred a lot of, stirred the honestness, so to say, because the Bola Ahmed Tinubu group and their sympathizers quickly went into action. And that led to the post of an invitation in the Vanguard newspaper by the National Organizing Secretary, Abagun Kole Omololu. He posted the invitation of inviting members to meet with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and this meeting was now held at Pa Fasoranti's residence. And details, that was where Bola Ahmed Tinubu presented his own so-called agenda for the elections and his intention to run for presidency to Pa Fasoranti, who proceeded now to pray and bless Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In looking at all this, I would want to ask two questions. Where was Afenifere since the time when the people of in the southwest have been faced with the onslaught from the Fulani headsmen? Where was Bola Tinubu when the people of the southwest were being bombarded daily on a regular basis in various towns by these marauding Fulani headsmen? Where was Bola Tinubu when Igboho, who is still right now in Benin Republic, when he was being persecuted because of the fact that he saw that the leaders of the Yoruba people basically stood aloof while all this continued? Where was Bola Ahmed Tinubu? We have to understand that right now, of course, there are two factions. But for me, the Adebanjo faction are the ones who are stood for what is right. Because if we continue along with the Pa Fasoranti's faction who want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to come in, or for the who are pushing the interest of Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the Yoruba people to support him, I would say that this particular group is no different from Miyetti Allah, who knew very well that there was something wrong after the first term of Muhammadu Buhari. Because of the ethnic interest, they still went ahead to push for support for Muhammadu Buhari. So this particular faction within Afenifere is no different from Miyetti Allah. Because right now, anyone who is pushing anything or any candidate because of his own ethnic interest, I'll say such is an enemy of the state. Such is an enemy to the progress of Nigeria. And I will say that they are no better than racists in the Western world who continue to trouble Nigerians or other colored people in their own places. Because you cannot say because this person is our own person, because of the fact that the person is Yoruba or any other tribe, that you want to mobilize the people to vote for that particular candidate. I would want to say that anyone who genuinely have the interest of Nigeria right now, seeing the mess Nigeria is in today, a bag of rice right now is costing up to about 50,000 naira. When during the previous administration, a bag of rice was selling for about 8 to 10,000 naira. And a bag of rice right now is selling for about 50,000 naira. And you are yet talking about ethnicity. I want to say to the Yoruba people, you are the ones who say, Agba okin wa loja, ki ori omode ma wo. That is to say, an elder cannot be in the marketplace and a child will be suffering convulsion. If you genuinely seek, we can see that many Nigerians, including Yoruba people, are suffering terribly due to poor leadership. Bola Ahmed Tinubu had been or has been an integral part of APC. He has been mute over these years, over these 7+ years that APC had been in government. And suddenly, he is now the Messiah. It is very sad if the Fasoranti group would want to continue to push along with other Yoruba interest group that our locon, that is to say it's our own turn. If that is the interest they are pushing, it is very sad. But I'm happy that there are many detribalized Yoruba people, of which Adebanjo is an example. Because Adebanjo, in his own position, of course, we know that the cross of the matter is really because, to some extent, he didn't also consult some people within the group. And that's why some of them are angry, because before this time, they had said that Pa Adebanjo had single-handedly appointed the General Secretary for the Afenifere. And some of them are aggrieved because of that. And so this endorsement of Peter Obi was what really broke the camel's back. But back to the import of the matter. We have to understand that Nigeria right now wants someone who will salvage the nation. And believe me, Tinubu is too compromised to do that. If you want a better Nigeria, if you want a better Southwest, I believe your support should be for Adebanjo. Because an elder who genuinely is seeking for the well-being of the younger generation should think past such petty matters as ethnicity. But rather, the person should be thinking about competence. The person should be thinking about precedence of the candidate in question, and the person should be thinking about fairness and equity. The Yoruba people, my simple word to you is that you vote according to your conscience, not based on what any group who are trying to protect their own interest is trying to push to you. It is time for you to shine your eyes and wake up. Nigeria is too blessed to be in this mess that is in today. Don't let anyone deceive you. No matter under what guise they come, vote according to your conscience. Because right now, I believe that Peter Obi is the best choice for you. Come 2023, the choice is yours. But know that whatever choice you make, you should be ready also to deal with the consequences. May God bless you. May God bless Nigeria. And see you in my next video. Amen.